This is Virgin Radio Pride with Crossy. When I grew up, the Pussycat Dolls. Now, I was delighted when Sophie Ellis-Bextor said she'd have a chat with us on our show today. She's got a brand new track out called Hypnotise with Whoa. He is a fantastic producer from Scotland. And the first thing I wanted to know with Sophie was, now that she's back gigging, is everybody so different, but wild different? Because we're now out and there's a lot of freedom these days.
For me, it's hard to disentangle the fact as well that when I've been doing my gigs, the whole tour has been a kind of celebration of the fact that we can have a kitchen disco but under the same roof or under the same sky. So I think, you know, there's an extra excitement for the people that maybe became part of the kitchen disco community that were coming around to my house during lockdown, because now we're allowed to do it all together, face to face in real life. So that's extra special as well, actually. But yeah, the gigs have been phenomenal. I think I've been having some of the sort of most exciting festivals I've probably ever had, just because the crowds have been so amazing.
So as I said, the track is called Hypnotised, and I asked Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Whoa how the whole thing came about.
So Pete, or Whoa as you know him, approached me. I think it was actually quite near the start of the first lockdown. I might be wrong. I think it was at 2020, Pete, with the track. So I sang it then, actually, but we didn't actually meet in person until spring this year when I came to Glasgow with my tour and Pete came on stage with me. So we worked remotely on the track. And I think, you know, there's a lot of serendipity with it. It's the right thing at the right time. So I'm glad that 2022 is when its birthday came around. I
really enjoyed chatting to Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Whoa because it sounded like they were good pals for years. And I asked them if they went out for dinner or go for drinks, to get that bond up before they recorded the track.
Yeah, we ended up staying up to small hours, I think.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I mean, I remember. The last thing I remember is White Russians, drinking White Russians and Nice and Sleazies in Glasgow, Sauchiehall Street. Yeah. It was a good one.
Hypnotised is an absolute bop by Sophie Ellis-Bextor, and I think Whoa brings out, what Sophie was so famous for. It's going to be a song you're going to hear in the dance floor and want to go wild to. And we asked Sophie and Whoa about that.
I feel like the track is a bit like a waltzer ride. So you're having lots of fun, but you're not really always able to tell which way's up. And at the end of it, you think, what just happened? In the best way, it kind of scoops you up and swirls you around for a bit. And I think it's due to Pete's really clever chords and melody. I think it's a really lovely little journey it takes you on, but it's slightly woozy. It's quite unexpected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's. I suppose from a geeky standpoint, it's quite an unusual one because it has six beats in a bar instead of 4 beats in a bar like every other pop song in the world. So it's a little bit strange in a way that you might not be able to hear for sure at first, but there's just something a little bit different about it, which I'm quite proud of.
Do you know what? I think enough of all the talk. I think we need to play the track. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Whoa, fantastic talking to you guys today. Here is their brand new track. It's called Hypnotised on Virgin Radio Pride.
Here we go at it again. You see, this position is not for me, and it just wasn't meant to be. The decision is mine to leave you, so I've grown so tired of the mind games you play. So warm in the night, yet so cold in the day. You always knew how to creep into my head, always finding ways to sleep in my bed. You have always kept me hypnotized, and you will never have the key to my heart. Pay attention to the things that I said. You always knew how to creep into my head.
Virgin Radio.
Pride.